Hey Domainers, my name is Marcelo and welcome back to Game Domain. I assume a lot of you are here from the annoying YouTube comment series and know what's to come. But for those of you who are new, I recommend checking out the series before watching this. So before we get into some of the worst comment sections on YouTube, let me explain some things. This is not an attack or criticism on any of these YouTubers. I actually like most of, if not all, of these channels. How else would I know what the comment section is like there? And it clearly isn't their fault that their comment section is the way it is. And obviously we can't include every bad comment section. You may watch a channel that has one even worse than this, but I may not know about it, so just let us know in the comments after this video if we didn't include some of the ones you're thinking of. To start off in no set order, we have MrBeast. Now MrBeast is a great guy, and makes some really entertaining and pretty extravagant videos. While his content is some of the most unique on the platform, his comment section is not. Obviously a lot of MrBeast fans are young kids, as are many of the channels I will be talking about, so there are bound to be a ton of annoying comments. You'll see your fair share of nobody comments, hundreds of people claiming to be first, other horrendously unfunny meme comments everywhere, free giveaway comments, and pretty much anything else you can think of. Sometimes it can be interesting to go into the comments and have a discussion with people who watch the video, but you'll most likely just find people trying to be funny or get likes here. Next up is another huge channel, Dude Perfect. Another channel that makes some of the most unique content on YouTube, but also has some of the most unoriginal comments. On DP, there are a lot more quotes from video comments, one like equals comments, and there are still free giveaway comments. But, out of all of these, the worst offenders are definitely the quote comments. Not every single sentence in the video needs to be quoted with no context in the comments. There are a few cases where someone actually uses a quote to make an original joke, but it is often just typing out an exact quote and that's it. The third one I want to talk about is the real number one on YouTube, PewDiePie. A lot of the comments you see on Felix's videos are what I call the dialogue comments. You know the comments that are written like a screenplay? It'll say something like Pewds, semicolon, quote, me, semicolon, quote. These comments are just not funny, and they suffer from being completely overused. These have been referred to in the past as Me 2019 comments, but have evolved beyond that. PewDiePie even pointed this out in a video about how annoying they are. When I put out a post asking for some of the worst comment sections, so many people suggested Me at the Zoo. Me at the Zoo is a video, not a channel, but it is more than deserving to be talked about here. What is part of internet history now has a bunch of annoying kids in the comments saying sub to sub, people begging for subs with their links. There are pretty much no normal comments. Go to the comments section and before you have to click to see more, count how many weren't about self-promotion or sub for sub. You won't have to count very high, I'll tell you that. Next up, we have the first channel on here I don't like, and I'm sure most of you agree, Morgz. Morgz is just horrible, and so is his comments section. You really have to be like under 10 to actually find Morgz funny or entertaining, so it is expected to see a bunch of dumb comments all the time. It's not just one annoying format, but more so just putting them into a bowl and just mixing it around until all the comments just get spread out. And his comment section is of course bad, but it actually might not be as bad as some of the others on this list, which is very surprising. Another channel I don't like, the Oh Mama channel. Similar to Morgz, I don't really see how anyone whose age has more than one digit could find any of these videos funny, so the comment section is literally just full of horrible, painfully unfunny Yo Mama jokes by kids who are about as funny as Arthur Fleck when he was just laughing on stage. I'm asking you guys who comment this, do you think these jokes are funny?
I do. And I'm tired of pretending it's not.
I guess they do find it funny. Just a word of advice, stay out of the comments section for the Yo Mama channel. But I don't think any of us here have any plans to go there anyway, so let's move on. Davey504. For a very talented bass player, his comment section is the opposite of talented. It's just the same repeated Davey : some random sentence. And then another entity followed by a semicolon. I don't know how some channels get such a high concentration of one particular comment, but it has certainly happened here. The Game Theorists. Whether you like game theory or not, their videos are some of the best edited on all of YouTube. The comments, on the other hand, are some of the worst on YouTube. Game Theory's main comment is just the quote comment. Just typing out a quote from the video with nothing to add and no context. Like with a lot of the aforementioned comments, it really wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't every other comment. A I'm watching the same video you are. You don't need to put the entire video transcription in the comments just so you can get likes. Lastly, we have Game Domain. Okay, again, just kidding. You guys are great. Well, most of you, anyway. Every comment section has bad comments. Some, for whatever reason, just have a ton of these comments throughout every video. The last, but certainly not the worst I want to cover is actually not one channel. Really any Let's Player that appeals to kids, like Jacksepticeye or Markiplier. Kids are usually just not funny, and combine that with most kids wanting attention, you have the reason for their comment sections being full of bad jokes. So that does it for this list. What channels do you think we should have included? Did we leave out enough where there could be a possible part 2? Let us know in the comments here. And also, if you're new to the channel, check out our Annoying Comments series. We currently have 4 parts with more on the way. If you want to talk about or share any bad comments, we actually have a channel for that on our Discord, which you can join below. Just click the link, click the green check mark so that you can see the channels, and there you go. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. This has been Marcelo with Game Domain.